Hello, and welcome to our 9th day update for the journey to Tier 2 Rathma on the SSF Druid. Well, as I said on the video before, our goal is to chase Splinters so we can start running Rathma. Once I do get Splinters, I'll start farming pests as well, so I can, get like these really nice Annies going, and hopefully get like a 2-skill Annie that's usable for our Tier 2 attempt. But in the meantime, let me show you the drops we had. Then I'll yap for a couple more minutes, as I always do, and we can get on with another day of grinding. Alright, so our first drop came pretty early on, like 10 minutes into the stream. We dropped a Dungo. Pretty nice stats. We've broken 3 of those before, and now we break our 4th. Haven't had one survive yet. Later in the same map, we also dropped a rainbow facet, and I just want to remind you guys, we've been dropping a facet a day. This is an insane pace for facets. Granted, some of them are pretty useless to us, but hopefully if it's a poison one, which it is, a 5/5 poison, beautiful 5/5, it's going to be an amazing part for our possible tier 2 rabies druid, which is a very strong druid, of course. So yeah, really happy about that one. Another one joins the collection. Over here we drop COA, the Crown of Ages. Rolls near perfect stats on the res and the PDR. Sadly, it rolls only 2 sockets. I wasn't sure if I wanted to slam it or not. I don't have a use for COA on any of my characters or mercs, so yeah, I just kind of let it go. And over here in the next map on the cows, we drop a Jaw Rune, and it's our 2nd Jaw Rune. We also have a Cham Rune, which kind of meant we can cube up to a Zod, which we start considering. I didn't do it immediately because I was thinking maybe I don't really want it. So I wasn't sure. Over here we also drop an Armit. That's the Steel Shade, of course. Not specifically useful to us, but on other builds can sometimes be very good, especially if it rolls sockets or free skills. Drop a unique ring. Over here it's a Dwarf Star. We are looking for solid slams on Dwarf Star. Things like Flat Life is really good, PDR, all res, attack rating. All these slams are really nice, so we go ahead and try to slam it. We get Vitality, which is not the best. It's like slightly worse than Flat Life for most builds. Over here we get our first Earth Spirit. Earth Spirit is of course Spirit Keeper. It's the one of the best helmets for Rathma on almost any druid build. It is pretty much like one of these like busted pelts, and especially amazing for Maul, which wants to max both spirits anyway. This one rolled to the Heart of Wolverine. It can roll like to like a random druid skill. Heart of Wolverine, one of the best skills that you can roll it on. Good for both Fury and for Maul. So very flexible too. So really happy with that one. Rolled 5 to Cold Absorb, which is what you want. Pretty low on the fire res, but the fire res can be a little low. It doesn't matter too much. And 7 to max poison. 7 or 8 is usually what you want on most setups to get like to 15 very comfortably in Rathma. So overall amazing pelt. We do choose to slam it since for tier 2 you'll have to use the slammed one anyway. Slams you want are like free sockets, +1 skills, max to fire, max to cold, max to poison. Yeah, any of those is like really nice. All res is okay, not the best, but is okay. And it looks like it survives. It does survive. Rolls ED, pretty insignificant stat for the Rathma fight, but I mean we got our Spirit Keeper, which is pretty fun. Over here at Geeds, we got like a few items here. We choose only to buy the amulet, which rolled like Mimoke, and we bought like the possible Ormus just for fun. And in the same cow map, we also get our first unique wire fleece. That is the Gladiator's Bane, the armor of choice for any melee build in Rathma, any physical build. The 2 to crit is amazing, 30 FHR, 50 PLR, and cannot be frozen. Honestly, it's hard to craft, even if you like craft one like a PLR armor, and you hit like 75 PLR with amazing stats. It's really hard to do better than G-Bane. It's such an amazing armor. So now we have our armor, we have our spirit keeper. They both rolled enhanced defense. I don't know why it was like an enhanced defense kind of day, but two major pieces for our physical builds did clock in, so it's amazing to have them. And over here, I decided to finally cube up my runes into a Zod, let go of the 2 Jazz, let go of the Cham, and make an Innocence. And the reason we're making Innocence is to make our Merc even stronger with her Demon Machine setup. And you can see me chanting there. Yes, and we make an level 11 Blade Shield. Innocence, almost perfect. Rolls like solid on the other stats. I think they're pretty low. But 11 Blade Shield, that's the one that matters. So really nice. Overall defense is really high. And yeah, amazing upgrade for us. It made our mapping a lot smoother. Over here we drop another unique ring in the crypts. I think it takes me a moment to slam it, but it is a dwarf star. And yeah, it breaks immediately. It was a 5% dwarf star, so it's okay. These things break every now and then. Over here we drop another unique ring, another dwarf star. These are 3 dwarf star in one day. This one rolled 6%, and it survives. Not only does it survive, rolls PDR, one of the best slams, which will be useful in almost any build. Usually PDR is an amazing slam. Over here in the sewers, we get one of my favorite weapons, and we get Ethereal. It is the Decapitator, Hellslayer. Obviously one of the best weapons for both Fury and for Maul. And in general, I love Hellslayer. It's such a nice weapon. So I was really happy with getting it F. Obviously we're looking for EDIAS, ISCB, just pure IAS. As these are like the best slams. Other slams make the weapon slightly unviable. Sadly, because of the attack speed breakpoints. So let's see what we're getting here. And we got damage to demons, which, as much as it's very nice against Declone, sadly the IAS is too much of a problem with that, with no IAS slam. Over here at the Bastion, we drop a unique ring. It's Nagel ring. Normally I wouldn't slam them, but this one had 40 MF. It slams for lightning resist, so nothing interesting. I was hoping to get like a 60 plus MF ring. That could have been pretty cool. We don't do it, so I guess we just keep it on the side. Drop also a unique amulet over here. This is the Eye of Etlich, so we just drop it back to the ground. Not interesting. The more interesting part is we drop Lava Gout, and Lava Gout is not something you usually use on physical builds, but on the summoner setup for Rathma and Declone, the glove part is not too important. Lava Gouts, of course, gives maximum to fire res, gives you half freeze duration, so really nice pair of gloves. The slams you want are usually life, all res, things like that. We do slam flat life, which is really nice. Sadly, I only rolled 3 to maximum fire. It could roll up to 5, but 3 is a good way to start, kind of like your fire res. We also drop a Sky Spirit, this Raven Lord. We broke 2 of those before. This one rolled 18 all resistances and minus 15 to enemy fire res. And slam is amazing. Slams for free sockets. I don't know why I clipped it so fast. I guess I should let it roll a little bit longer. But free sockets, amazing slam. This slam you want is either this or +1 to all skills for the Fire Druid. Of course, Fire Druid looking less and less attractive to us as our mapping becomes so smooth with the Summoner. But I love Fire Druid, so maybe I feel like just swapping for a little while at some point, who knows. Over here, we dropped 2 back-to-back nice Grand Charms, 33 life and 8 all res, and passive and magic skills. The 8 res is a little low for a Grand Charm, but because it rolled very nice roll in the life, it might still be useful to us, so I chose to kind of keep it in there. It is a really nice Grand Charm after all. Alright, over here we get finally, in our last map, this was the last map we did, we get a Mendelin event. We set the players to 8. You'll see the EXP go from 5k a second to like fucking insane numbers. So yeah, you can see it like pounce up, double up. I think it even triples at some point. The EXP on Rathma in SSF is so crazy if you just set the players to 8. And yeah, you can see us trying to go through everything here. The Merc doing most of the work as usual. And everybody's hoping for that Splinter. And sadly, once again, We do not get it, so this is our fourth fourth Mendelin event. Sorry, we do not get a single splinter yet in almost 200 maps. Wow, what a harsh reality that we're going through. We did get to level up from this. It gave us an insane experience. So yeah, we actually tripled our EXP per second there, which is really crazy. So yeah, overall, obviously we're still chasing. We're not gonna stop chasing the splinters. As you can see, we got a ton more keys, so like 5 more torches lined up here. We're still re-rolling charms, looking for more skillers. We ended up getting, I think, almost a full set of skillers for the Necro. Something like we kind of noticed that like summoning skills for Necro, we got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but just didn't get the ones for the Druid. As was, you know, like maybe the game wants us to play a Necro. Right now we're on the Druid. So in the meantime, we've been farming a ton of maps. We're getting a lot of sigils. I am sticking to the approach of like only imbuing maps with rarity and running them fast. You can kind of see, I can kind of show. Let me pull up the thing. Kind of like the way we were doing it. Let me pull one of the Bastion clips, maybe. Okay, there we go. So what we were looking to do is to just like run them super fast without kind of like stopping. So you'll see us kind of teleporting through, like not killing everything, and just like hopping around from like pack to pack. If I see a good pack, like I'll try to kill it, and after that I'll just I'll keep walking. If we get an event, we get an event. Otherwise we just hopping on all the way to the boss, get the boss skill. I mostly get the boss skills to make sure I keep count of how many maps I did, because I did 3 maps without killing the boss, and like it's like it's kind of like fucking with my count. So as you can see, I'm leaving a lot of things behind. I stopped for gems because we need them to reroll, but overall we're not like stopping too hard on every like pack. We just kind of want to make sure we're not missing any events. That's been kind of like the strat that I've been going with. It has been getting us a lot of events, just not Mendelin events. So yeah, I mean, is what is. I think it's the fastest way to farm splinters, so it is what I'm going to stick to until we get at least our first one. So yeah, that's what we're up to. We also managed to get a crafting session going towards the end of the stream. We came up with this one Havoc splitter that hit 6 sockets. Normally, like this would be a really nice weapon if I had like perfect jewels to kind of put in it. So in a world where I have perfect jewels, of course, I can put like really nice ED IAS jewels, free shales, and kind of make like a setup like that. Sadly, I don't have those jewels, so I'll see if I do drop them. This will be a very viable weapon, very strong one. If we don't, then I don't know. I guess we'll just we'll have to find out a way to make this work. But it's a really nice craft with 282 ED, damage to undead, attack rating versus undead, and flat attack rating. If it hit attack speed, it would make the weapon a lot stronger, but you know, is what is. So that was kind of like the results of our crafting sessions. Sadly, the amulets didn't produce any good amulets, so we had nothing to show for it. But we also did craft 50 hit power amulets. On day number 10, plans are probably keep running the maps, hopefully get our first splinter, get more events, and just keep going as fast as we can, not fully clearing. It takes us about 5 to 7 maps to 5 to 7 minutes to clear the tier 1 maps right now, which is really nice speed, even if we're not full clearing. It takes us about 8 minutes to full clear. For the tier 2 maps, it takes us like 8 to 10, so I feel like our speed's been really nice. Tier 3s obviously take a little bit longer. It also takes us like a little bit longer to kill stuff there, because our damage is still not fully up without like all the summoning skillers. But we are making progress, slowly and surely. We are making progress. The gear stayed the same. We haven't had any gear changes on day number 9. So yeah, just looking forward day number 10. Oh, I guess we had gear changes for the Merc. She got the new Innocence. Everything else stayed the same. We put some new jewels in this giant skull. They gave her 38 maximum damage, which is massive. So yeah, she's been doing a lot more damage with the Innocence as well, proccing the multi-shot from the Demon Machine. If I can get a new Demon Machine that's like a little stronger, maybe with better rolls, that'd be awesome, especially if we can slam it for enhanced damage somehow. Alright, I've been yapping enough as predicted. I'm gonna go make my soup, because I make soup every Friday, and yeah, I'm getting a little hungry. So with that said, thank you for watching the video and all the series in general. I like seeing you guys drop by in the comments. If you have any ideas, as always, things that I should do that isn't farming Nightmare Cows, since I've looked into it. I think Nightmare Cows is a little bit overrated. So if you have any ideas, or maybe things you think I should be doing just for content because it's like fun, maybe do like specific type of, you know, map or boss kill for like 1,000,000 times or something, whatever, you can suggest it. Maybe I do it. So with that said, I'll see you on the next video or on the stream. Until then, bye.